I've been working on a series called Sunshine State of Mind. Basically, it's tones of gray with a pop of yellow. There's a whole meaning behind it. I explained it in my first painting right here. If you're curious, you want to watch that. Today, I want to focus on expressive portrait, like 5-minute portraits, working really, really fast to try to get interesting techniques and textures and like lines, like very erratic and expressive lines. I like that. But I want to explore that pop of yellow for the Sunshine State of Mind series. So I'm not sure exactly how I will include it in the portraits, but I'm going to work in charcoal with a pop of yellow. I have done some realistic paintings in the past. You might have seen the crayon challenge where I made a portrait of Liv Tyler using Crayola crayons. I know I can get pretty realistic with portraits, and I know that it's kind of interesting to see that, and there's that wow factor. But honestly, I'm really more interested in portraits like these. It might be really weird to some of you, but for me, these portraits, although they might not be necessarily pretty to look at, are very interesting to me. That's the type of portraits I want to explore in different mediums. It's going to be an ongoing process in the next few months. I want to keep exploring and trying different things until something sticks maybe, and it might spark an idea for a specific series. For now, like I mentioned, I'm going to explore different mediums, different ways of drawing and painting portraits. Some of them are going to be very clumsy. I'm assuming that a lot of them, in fact, will be very clumsy. But with experience, I've learned that through clumsiness and through being very, very bold and not holding back, that's where you kind of find interesting things. Very often by accident. And those happy accidents sometimes take a life of their own. They spark new series and new ways of doing things. That's kind of what I'm after right now. If you like more expressive art, somewhere halfway between figurative and abstract, you might enjoy some other works of mine as well. I do minimal landscapes and different types of mixed media art. In my paintings, there's always recognizable objects or people or things, but they're really mixed with kind of like an abstract overtone that makes you kind of lose that figurative within the abstract, and they kind of play off each other. That's what I find interesting. I do that using different mediums. I do that with color and textures. I'm always exploring. It was my very first time using gouache, acrylic gouache. The finish is very, very matte, as you imagine it should be. So I really like that. Mixed with charcoal, I feel like it's a really good mix. The fact that both materials are very, very matte. I had this idea to put random yellow pigment on the page and then overlay a portrait, a very moody portrait on top. I wasn't sure at first where to put the pigment. Well, I knew to put it kind of randomly, but I didn't know how it would look. But I'm really happy with how that happened, kind of like randomly, but very interesting at the same time. I like the mood of the portrait. It's kind of sad and pensive, and I don't know, there's a few qualities that I like about it. The only thing I would rework maybe are the eyes. I'm not sure that I really got the eyes that I wanted to get, but overall I'm very satisfied. I'm gonna move on to paint a few more today and keep exploring. If you want more expressive painting ideas, you can watch this one next. If you like art vlogs, please turn on notification. There'll be more in a couple days, sending you lots of inspiration.